This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7 and verse 43, and it reads, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past." Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Makakodash, Brakatham. Double honor shall go to the apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone who continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Hakims, a great millstone in like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwats, who are continuously learning in silence, as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right, so Slakia. So if you still stuck in a cave, well, you're not going to know that we're in the day of doom. All right. This is doomsday times and doomsday prophecies. All right. So the title for this blessed lesson for today is going to be the Doomsday Prophets. All right. Because as a man of the Lord, this is what we're supposed to do. This is part of, there's several things that we're supposed to do as the men of the Lord and the hopeful elect. Okay? So we got to be prophesying about doomsday times and not be prosperity preachers, especially these Christian churches. All right? And again, I said this in a lesson a while back. These churches are under the 501c3 charter. So they're not supposed to preach doom and gloom. They're supposed to be preaching about the pot at the other end of the rainbow, like Lucky Charms. I mean, are you serious? You see what's going on out here. So amongst the things that us prophets of doom are supposed to do would include, let's say, Isaiah 51 and 8. And it reads, "Cry aloud, spare none, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, aka Yasharallah, their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." Verse 2. "Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their Yahweh. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to Yahweh." All right? So definitely we have to be crying aloud. Be straight up amongst the heathens. All right? And let them know this is what it is. Don't back down. Don't punk out. All right? Speak up for your Lord, your Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right? Don't be afraid, of any repercussions or backlash. All right? So when we go to the book of Ephesians 4:23, and it reads, "And be renewed in the spirit of your mind," 24, "and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness." Verse 25, "Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one of another. Verse 26. Here's the point. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Woo! All right. So, yes, we're also supposed to be angry, but in the process, not stray away or sin. And let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Demonstrate that anger. All right. So far, let's tally it up. We're the prophets of doom, so we're supposed to A, prophesy against doom and gloom. B, cry aloud. C, be angry. Okay? Hope y'all keeping up with this. All right? In Ephesians 4:27, and it reads, neither give place to the devil, aka Esau Edom. Okay? Straight up. We're not supposed to give place to him. All right? Because the devil is crafty and he possesses many wiles or trickeries. All right? We're not supposed to fall for the okie doke of this man. All right? So when we go to the book of John 7:23, and it reads, if a man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, and that circumcision is twofold. That's a physical circumcision and spiritual circumcision. Y'all heard? That the law of Moses should not be broken. Are ye angry at me because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day? Verse 24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Wow. All right, so this is D, category D. All right, of the list. So we're supposed to judge righteous judgment. Because, you got people getting it twisted with that Tupac mantra, only God can judge me. Yeah. Wrong. We are allowed to judge, but righteously. Stop getting it twisted. Y'all heard? So what else the prophets of doom are supposed to do? So when we go to the book of Numbers 10:1, and it reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, make thee 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly and for the journeying of the camps. Verse 3, and when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 4, and if they blow but one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Yasharallah, shall gather themselves unto thee. All right? So, category E. So we're supposed to blow the trumpet. All right? That's another thing the prophets of doom are supposed to do. Blow the trumpet. All right? And, I'm paraphrasing. I believe it's in the book of Ezekiel 3:17. It also says for us to be the watchmen. Okay? So that's F. All right? Category F of the list of responsibilities of us prophets of doom. So we're supposed to blow the trumpet and assemble and to give out the warnings of what's about to come through. Y'all heard? So, what else? Let's see. We go to the book of Joel 2:1, and it reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. So the mountain means governments, all right? That all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There had not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Woo! So, again, we're supposed to blow that trumpet onto Mount Zion and ring the alarm, like that old school reggae joint by Tenor Sar. Ring the alarm for you old school heads back in the 80s. All right. We're supposed to ring the alarm when danger is lurking. Okay. So to continue, we go to the book of 2 Ezra 7:44, and it reads, intemperance is at the end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. All right, so I say this is category G as far as the prophets of doom's responsibility to spread the truth, all right, and righteousness. All right, so our identities before the prophets became to be, Slakia. When we go to the book of 1 Samuel 9:9, and it reads, before time of Yasharallah, when the man went to inquire of Yahweh, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. Wow. Okay. So we were known as seers before becoming prophets. All right. So when we go back to 2 Ezra 7:44, I'm going to read it again. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. So what does that word intemperance mean? All right. So simply put, it's a noun. So it has several meanings. Like, for instance, excessive or immoderate indulgence in alcoholic beverages, being inebriated, being a drunkard fool. Then you have excessive indulgence of appetite or passion, being lovers, man's being lovers of themselves. All right. Lack of moderation or due restraint as an action or speech. Okay. And an act of instance of any of these. All right. So that's what intemperance is defined as. Okay. So I'm proud to be a prophet of doom. All right. Because this is my calling. I truly believe that this is my calling from Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushai Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. And not everyone is going to be predestined for this. So people always say, why are you always talking about gloom and doom and negativity? No, well, this is truth. You heard? So this is going to conclude this very powerful lesson for today. All praises, honor, and glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, Brakatam, Kwam Yasharallah, Rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.